में। क्या है ये चुंबक की तरह चिपके चले आ रहे हैं सब, कुछ तो होगा।
कुछ तो होगा Narendra Modi में, says Sunil Mittal. Is Narendra Modi really prime ministerial material? That's our big debate on the weekend edition. With us, Suhail Seth, Chandan Mitra, Manish Tiwari and Pradeep Sarut. That's the big question they're answering. Is Narendra Modi really prime ministerial material? Suhail Seth, we're hearing corporate India effusive about Modi. Now, this analogy of a CEO becoming a prime minister. A country is very different to a corporation. A country is an association of equals. It's plural. It has to be very different to a corporation. How is corporate India getting ahead, perhaps, of itself?
What is Manmohan Singh? He's a politician or a technocrat? It's a futile argument to not equate the two for one other reason. I think it's obviously a country is not a company. But what are the three things that we look for? We look for increasing shareholder value, which means the citizenry of this country. We look at being responsible in terms of governance, and we look at creating a groundswell of not just wealth, but of capital which is equitable and just.
And you believe Narendra Modi has done that?
I'm not getting into Narendra Modi is equal to Prime Minister. I'm saying, has Narendra Modi moved the needle either perceptually or in reality? The answer is yes.
You're saying he's reinvented himself in a sense post-Godra.
No, it's not about reinvention.
Manish Tiwari, is the Congress willing to at least concede that? Is Narendra Modi forever imprisoned in Godra, or has he reinvented himself? Every politician is entitled to reinvent himself.
Rajdeep, let's evaluate the Chief Minister of Gujarat on the benchmarks which Sohail has enunciated. First of all, is there increasing shareholder value? No. The social and economic reality of Gujarat does not testify to it. Is he responsible in any sense of the word? The Godara riots and its aftermath do not testify to it. Number three, is he increasing social and economic equity in the state? The answer is again no. You see, you give benefits to industrialists, so obviously, they will come there, if that maximizes their bottom line, then they will endorse you. So therefore, I've only evaluated them on your benchmark.
While I have a lot of affection for Manish, surely all these industrialists, all the people who came from overseas, including ministers from Japan and Malaysia, have limited intelligence. They may not be as bright as Manish and people in the Congress.
They must have some personalized. Let's not personalize.
They must have some basic intelligence.
But our industry...
What do you mean they didn't endorse?
But let's look at this.
Being in the audience does not mean you endorse somebody.
Being in the audience does not mean you endorse somebody. But Chandan, for that matter, industries don't go to Bihar. The fact is Nitish Kumar
is... I sit on the Economic Council of Bihar.
The kind of industries who would probably go to Gujarat and invest don't go to a Bihar. But yet you have a chief minister there, Nitish Kumar, who is working overtime to turn around a 6 state. Yet we don't see Nitish Kumar being advertised as prime ministerial material. How much of this therefore is hype and marketing? Isn't that a bigger challenge to turn around a 6 state rather than turn around a state like Gujarat, which always was on the fast track?
You have a point there, but let me tell you that you just wait. Wait for a few more years. Let Nitish retrieve the state which had been condemned to hell by his predecessors. He has to now build the infrastructure. He has to bring back a semblance of administration. He has to end Gunda Raj, and then
aren't you worried that a politician today is being evaluated on a very narrow criteria about investments into a particular
it is about marketing.
Judgmental observations that we are making. He was talking about Nitish Kumar carrying the cross of his predecessors. That same predecessor is the man who has turned railways around.
That's a different thing to say that.
So you're saying if Lalu Yadav turns around the railway ministry, he becomes prime ministerial material. Why the criteria that Suhail said would adopt?
All I'm trying to say is the problems of certain states are systemic. They go beyond individuals. So therefore, the judgmental observation that we are making is not correct.
Let's therefore look at this point. How much of this therefore becomes about effective marketing? Becoming prime minister, particularly in the age of the media, is how effectively you market yourself.
Obama won the elections in the United States, but he became president of the world on the 4th of November. It was marketing. He used every trick in the book, from social networking sites to firing the imagination of the youth. Increasingly in this country, his party leader, Rajiv Gandhi, created the wave of marketing in politics when he hired an advertising agency.